Hey guys, JWhisp here, and welcome to episode 3 of Hardcore Minecraft in 1.19, the Wild Update. Now, we've gotten a lot done in this amazing world so far. We're currently on day 15, and things are going great. Hello there, Mr. Frog. I think I'm gonna make this guy my pet frog. What should I name him? But in the last episode, we did an awesome mining trip, and we actually got pretty rich. If I show you my chests here, we have quite a bit. I did a bit more mining, and yeah, we're pretty stacked up. We also got ourselves a new friend. We got a pet donkey, and I asked for name suggestions for that donkey. So, if you guys have any good ones, make sure to leave those down in the comments below. I guess I'm asking for a lot of names from you guys today. But I like hearing names from you guys instead of just coming up for them myself. I feel like it gives more awesome interaction. But today, I have a pretty fun plan. So if we look right over here, there is actually a desert village. There's a desert village actually on each side of this small little mangrove swamp, and I want to do something pretty cool. Now, inside of Minecraft, there are swamp villages, but they aren't uniquely built to swamps. It just looks like a normal village. But here we have the unique desert village, and there's also one over there, and for some reason, we have some normal villagers. They don't belong here. But what I want to do, and what I think would be really cool, is if we took these villagers and moved them into the mangrove swamp. And to do that, I want to build a giant and awesome mangrove swamp village. Now, I haven't really seen many people make mangrove villages just because it's a brand new biome, but I have some cool ideas, and I'm going to use some ideas I came up with myself and some other ideas I saw online that look really cool to make a mangrove village, and we're gonna build it all the way around our house. Now, I mainly want to use mangrove wood blocks as well as mud, and you can actually make mud bricks and some other cool mud blocks by using wheat. So we're gonna be doing that. Now, if you notice, the mangrove biome is really dark. However, around here, I did a bit of an experiment. If we take moss and bone meal it, it'll turn the surrounding grass into mossy carpet, and you also get azalea bushes, and I feel like this is the vibe I want for the swamp. It lifts it up a bit with the color, and you also add these spore blossoms, which I collected a lot of yesterday to make sure I had them for this build, and that combined with the green particles of the swamp creates a really mystical, magical, and also a little bit of a mysterious swamp vibe. Since the swamp is very dense, it's very scary. But I also think it's really pretty and magical, and so this is what we're going to be going for. I also want to build a bit of the village over here by the water so we can have some of those stilted houses like my starter house, and I think it'll look really nice. Now, unfortunately, the replay mod is not out for 1.19 yet, which means I can't do the really fun time lapses of me breaking down the forest, which I'm going to have to break down a lot of forest, and also the cool time lapses of me building stuff, but I'll try to do my best to show it off. And once we finish the village, there's some other fun stuff, or not necessarily fun, but I should say hard and challenging things we're gonna do in this episode, and we may actually end up dying. But I'm gonna try my best to survive, and it's gonna be like a bit of a hardcore challenge. I think it'll be pretty fun. But before we start today, I am gonna say thank you guys for the awesome support on the first few episodes of this Let's Play. If you're enjoying, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and check out all my social media links in the description. So for now, to get started on this, before we build, we're gonna need to take down a lot of these trees. I may end up replanting a lot afterwards, but that's okay. I did a little bit of an experiment over here using bone meal on a mangrove propagule, and this is what I got, just from one piece of dirt. Sometimes the trees can be really big, and sometimes they can be pretty small. So we can always replant them if we need to, but for now, we're gonna cut them down. Another cool thing I learned is that you can actually take these mangrove roots and use them in your composter to get bone meal, which is gonna be really nice because we need a lot of bone meal for the moss I want to use, because we're going to use moss on the grass, and then we're going to use bone meal around it and turn it into a light green area. So yeah, pretty much I'll just give a quick tutorial. Moss, place it down, bone meal, and boom. That's all you have to do, and it'll keep spreading. We can just keep using bone meal around here, and eventually it looks really good. And I feel like this moss almost fits the vibe of a swamp a lot better than some of the other blocks. And look, it's awesome. But yeah, this is really nice. So we're gonna get going on this, starting with breaking a ton of forest. Okay, so here we go. This is what a mangrove swamp looks like when all the trees are gone. So basically, I cut down all... Oh, not the rain. Oh, and it's a thunderstorm. Okay, so basically, I cut down all the trees, and I extended this grass patch all the way down the middle, and I think I'm gonna try to fit houses, market stalls, and little tiny builds and details all around the edges of it. And then in the center here, I'm gonna place some moss blocks periodically. I just placed one, and then we'll use the bone meal to spread the moss out through most of the grass and make it this lighter green with bushes and vines, and it'll look really nice once it's all done. Okay, I have finished the village. Are you ready for the grand reveal? Oh, we have some more frogs here. You know what? Okay, I asked for a frog name earlier. Since I can't make a frog enclosure right now, I think just give me a frog name, and any frog I see, we're gonna pretend it's that frog. But here we go. So this is the village. Let's give a little tour. Let's give a little walkthrough. And it's not done. For now, this is all I'm going to have, but I definitely will expand it in the future. So we have some of these houses on stilts, and each house I wanted to make a little bit unique, so it's a bit different. And I also already got some beds and some, villager type of blocks inside so that they'll take on some jobs. We have some felled logs over here, which the frogs seem to love. The frogs love logs. We have 2 smaller houses, and then we have another big house on stilts. Over here, I added a custom tree with some vines. We have a little market stall, and we also have a frog statue. I mean, come on. This is a frog village, pretty much. It's a village of frogs at this point. Look at all these frogs. I don't know why they're coming to my village. There's actually a lot of frogs that spawn really frequently in mangrove swamps. It's just hard to see them all the time because it's very dense and hard to see, but you can definitely hear them. And then also, if you look around for a bit more detail and it fits the swamp vibe, you see these green particles, and that's because I have these spore blossoms absolutely everywhere. You can't get enough particles. Now be careful if you do this in your own world, because having all these particles can cause some lag. Now you can turn down your particles in your settings, but that ruins the whole point of adding these. But yeah, we have a lot of them. Some of them are out in the open because I actually think they're pretty, but if you look in the trees, I tried to hide a few. I just used some blocks to go up there and I hid them with leaves and stuff. I placed a lot of them underneath a block of mangrove roots because you actually can't place them underneath leaves. They have to be on like a solid block, and mangrove roots, these count as a solid block. But yeah, I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Like I said before, I made the whole path sort of moss, and we have this little pond coming out of the fountain. I actually didn't know until today that you could put sugarcane on moss. I didn't know that. You can actually also put sugarcane on mud. So yeah, sugarcane can go on a lot of blocks. I added a lot of sugarcane around here just because I feel like it fits. And I also planted some mangrove trees around the border where I cut down trees around the border of the village, and also some over here because I wanted the village to be sort of like an enclosed, a little bit of an enclosed oasis inside of this dense mangrove swamp. So now what we have to do is populate our village with villagers. Now there's a few ways we can do that. We can use rails and a minecart, but I only have a few rails I crafted earlier and I don't want to craft a ton. So the second option, and probably the easiest for me, is using a boat. All we have to do is craft a boat, and we can place a villager on it, and then transfer it to our village by having it ride in the boat with us, which usually isn't too hard. It's pretty simple. All I have to do is collect 2 villagers, and I'm also going to steal all of the village beds, and then I will give them some bread, and they'll naturally start breeding in my village. And there actually is a specific swamp villager. You just don't usually see it because there's not really swamp villages. And I'm not sure if when they spawn new ones, if they're going to be desert villagers, because that's what the parents are, or if they will be swamp villagers. But I'm really hoping they'll be swamp villagers because I feel like that'll be really cool. So anyways, we're going to steal everything from this village, and then it's off to the races. I already stole a few beds from here to use in my village, but I'll steal many more. Now, I will also maybe make a villager breeder in the future, but my village will act as sort of a natural villager breeder. Villagers will breed up until how many beds you have, and since I have so many beds in my village, it'll work out. All I have to do to make them breed is give them access to a farm, which I'm not going to build in my village just yet, or you can give them bread, so I will just give them bread on my own. I actually like the way the village turned out. It doesn't look, I want to do more with it in the future, but I tried to use only limited blocks that I had access to in that biome. So that's just the starter build for now, but once we get access to more blocks and more resources, I want to go through and spruce it up a bit more. Maybe add some more plants, obviously add some more builds, and we'll see how it looks. But I am definitely a big fan of the new mud blocks. I should have used that originally in my house, I just didn't think to use it. Okay, so now that I think we have all the villagers' beds, it should be pretty easy to just use a boat and get them to come over. So let's just break this tree and make a mangrove boat. Now the only thing is, we have to start boating them on the same Y level or a higher Y level than I want to take them. But as long as I get them close to my village, I think we should be a-okay. I actually have an idea. Let's see if this will work. Okay, we need to take our shield off. Let's place the boat down. Come on. Get in the boat. One of you, get in the boat. In the boat. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do is actually, if I just take the villager far enough away from its village through the water, and then drop it off right next to my house, or close to, I might actually be able to get in the village. I think what'll happen is, since I took away, oh, hello Froggy. Since I took away all the beds inside of the village, I think that they will use the new beds in the village I just created and set themselves a new home. So all I have to do is get 2 new villagers, and we should be good. And the only way we can test that out is really waiting for nighttime and seeing if they'll sleep in my beds. So I think we just have to go over here in this deep, dense swamp and hope the villager doesn't drown on the way there. So if we drop him off, let's get right over here. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So break the boat. Okay, get on land. That's not the right direction. Get on. You can't jump up there. There's a piece of carpet. Okay, he did it. Okay, we got 1 villager here. The only thing we have to be careful of is this is pretty close to his home village, so we just have to be careful that he doesn't walk all the way back. However, it is pretty far. I think it's. Oh my gosh, what's going on back here? Frog party. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but where'd he go? I heard him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I thought I heard a villager somewhere else. Okay, so hopefully he takes on a job and takes a bed, but let's go grab 1 more. So again, villagers will breed up to how many beds you have, so I think I have around 8 beds in my village right now, so I can get up to 8 villagers, but I want more. I love having tons of villagers, and I also like that there's frogs there too, because the more animals and more villagers you have in your village, the livelier it looks, and it looks alive, it looks real, it looks more realistic, and it's more fun to be in. I also don't know why we have normal villagers in this village. Like, I didn't breed them. I don't know where they would have come from, but it is 1.19, it's a new update, and there's bound to be some glitches and bugs that happen. Oh! Okay, I just have to be careful not to hit any of the villagers, or else this iron golem will be very mad. Okay, we got him, yes! Okay, woo, look at us! Time to head to the village. So we have this swamp village, but what's a good name for it? Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think is a good name for our mangrove swamp village? I want to sort of keep to the swamp theme, so maybe something swamp related. Please nothing Shrek related. But yeah, I don't know, just something that fits a swampy mangrove or frog village. I'm sort of using the frog as their idol and pretending that they like worship the frog. Hence the frogs everywhere and the giant frog statue. Okay, so this guy is still over here staring at this bush. I'm not sure. Is he stuck under the mud? No, he can walk. What are you doing? Let's give you some bread. Okay. Where's this other villager? No, why are they trying to jump? What are you doing? Why are you trying to jump up there? Maybe mud confuses them because mud isn't truly a full block. Like, it looks normal, but as you walk on another block, you actually raise up a few pixels. There we go. I pushed him on the mud. Okay. Now you're in the mud. Have some bread. Yes. Now. Make babies. Okay, they don't seem to really be moving around much. Don't seem to be too interested, but we do have our 2 villagers, and hopefully they will start breeding soon. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 8 beds in this village so far, so we can get up to 8 villagers. But once we add more houses, I might actually add some like tree houses. I'm not sure how I'll do that with these dense, crazy looking mangrove trees, but I think that'll be actually a pretty cool idea. But I really like the vibe of the village. The overgrown, the swamp, the greens. We definitely need some other colors to break it up, which is why I like the spore blossoms and the azalea bushes, because they add some color. But besides purple, that's really it. So I think once we get maybe access to mycelium, that'll be a cool block to use on the ground. As well as once we get... Why are you in the water? Anyways, once we get more villagers, they'll help add some more color too. Let's try to help them. There you go. Okay, stay on the land. Please, and thank you. Oh, he's staring at the bushes too. They must really like these bushes. But hey, okay. We got one so far. He has taken on a job. But it's getting late soon, so let's see if they decide to return to their old village or stay here. Now, I am scared, though, because I lost the one villager. It's getting late, and I don't want him to die to a zombie. But they should be safe inside of the village, because we have a lot of light sources, and it should stop mobs from... Oh! Hello? Hey! How are you? Oh! We have an invisible wandering trader who doesn't give any good drops. So I'm going to try to take him out. Just for the sake of stealing his leads. Let me in here. Let me in. Let me in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We just have to hit the invisibility particles wherever they are. Now, these llamas are going to try to attack me, and they'll do a lot of damage, but it's okay. We're just going to kill them for now. I'm sorry. Please don't look. Don't watch me killing the llamas. Thank you for your sacrifices. It was necessary for the leads. Okay, so, nighttime. Do we have villagers in houses, or have they returned to their old village? No one's in here. No one's in here. Uh-oh. No one's in here. And no one's in here besides a baby zombie. I'm genuinely confused because I have no idea where these villagers went. Maybe they can pathfind and found the trek all the way back to their old village. The only thing I'm confused about is I'm pretty sure I took all of their beds so they don't have a place to sleep, which means they should have taken on my beds and really enjoyed them. Here we are back in the old village, and yeah, all the villagers are just out and roaming because they don't have beds. So I don't know where my villagers went. You know, I wonder, there is another desert village on the other side of this mangrove swamp. I wonder if they honestly just traveled through the entire swamp all the way there. But knowing these villagers, they'll probably just drown and get stuck in the water on the way there. Okay, I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna grab one more villager from this desert village, drop him off in my village, and then see where he decides to go. But I double-checked all my village houses, and there are no villagers to be found, and I can't find them anywhere else, so they might have died already. Okay, I grabbed a villager, and it's actually one of the normal villagers, but he was... Oh! Okay, we're running. I'm sorry. I'm leaving the other villagers to die. They have some iron golems. They'll be protected. Okay, here we are. Let's see which way he decides to go. What are you gonna do? Oh, he doesn't like the zombies. Maybe if he went to bed, he wouldn't be killed by zombies. Okay, where'd he go? Oh, what is with this bush? Maybe this bush is just devouring the villagers. I don't know. Let's see where he goes. Okay. Oh my gosh. No. Well, now I just hit him and he's gonna hate me. But I can't let this creeper blow up my new creation. Okay, we got that. Let's get the zombie. See, I'm protecting you. Why are you running from me? I'm helping you. I just okay, he likes me again. Are you gonna go up here and in... Yes! Yes. Okay, we got one. So I'm just gonna do that one more time and bring one more villager over here. I don't know, maybe something weird happened and we just lost them somehow. Also, I was reading up on Reddit, and when the new villagers breed, the new villagers created should be swamp villagers as long as they're born in a swamp. Oh gosh, I have to get in the water before this zombie and creeper. Okay, whew. Good luck, Iron Golem. You've got this. Okay, let's see where he goes. He is a desert villager. Are you gonna go in the bed? Please, please, yes! Yes! Did we do it? Oh, yes. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sleep really fast, give them food, and then we're gonna go on to something else. Good morning, villagers. Here, take some bread. You deserve it after that long night. Okay, well, I guess we're not taking it. Take the bread. Okay. How is he not burning? Oh, he's got... Okay. Let's get rid of him really fast. Okay, I'm genuinely losing track of the desert villagers. I just don't know where they're going, but this guy seems to be sticking around. I just don't know where the desert ones are. I wonder if they're just traveling into... Oh, creeper. Woo! Okay. Ooh. As I was saying, I wonder if they're just traveling into the swamp for fun, and then they're getting lost. But then if they're doing that, they will eventually die, and then I can just breed more villagers, and it should be fine. So for now, we're not worrying about it. Let's go do something else. So, if you guys saw episode 1, then you know all about this. This is the challenge I wanted to take on. We are going to take on this Pillager outpost. I only have iron armor, a shield, and some golden apples, so let's do it. I'm not wasting any time. I just want to get the chest or chests at the top and hopefully get some good loot. Plus, we can potentially get some okay loot from fighting these guys. I just have to be careful not to get the bad omen effect and destroy the new village I just made. Oh, they don't like my shields. Oh, you missed. Haha, okay. What else is around? Are there any more? We got some pumpkins and some hay blocks. I'll take those because that's good food. Okay. Anything else? Are there any more pillagers, or is that it? think I hear one. I just don't know where he is. He could be underground. He could be hiding in the tent. No, he's not hiding in the tent. Where is he? Hello? Oh, he's inside. Nope, he's not inside. What? Okay, let's just go straight for the chest. Let's go before we die. No one's up here. Okay, well that was a little anticlimactic, and yeah, we really didn't get anything good. I mean, I guess I don't have carrots and potatoes yet, so that's kind of fun, but that's yeah. That's all we got. Well, okay, I'm at least gonna go outside and fight a few pillagers, because I don't know, it can't be that easy on me. I have to at least give myself a little bit of a challenge. Oh, we got two. Let's be careful. Okay, I think I can take them on. We just have to be careful and try to take on one at a time. Okay, here, another one. Ooh, he's got an enchanted bow. Oh, and we got him. And no good loot. I'm gonna go home. Well, here we are in the frog worshipping village a few days later to say goodbye. I actually realized when initially recording this video, I never recorded an outro, so here we are. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I thought this was a really fun project, and as always, if you have any suggestions about how I can improve this or change it to make it better, let me know down in the comments below. But if you did enjoy, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and all that good stuff, because I've really been putting a lot of effort into these videos, and so I really appreciate it. But my name is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next episode.